To give us a basis of something to think about, we're going to be looking at the story of David and Goliath, 1 Samuel chapter 17. And Goliath was David's giant that he had to overcome. In fact, really, it was Israel's giant that he had to overcome. At this point, we find that the Spirit of God had removed itself from King Saul, but he was still leading the armies of Israel, and on this occasion, they were about to fight the Philistines. And we find out that every morning they would wake up to this giant taunting them and defying them. Every day, this huge man would come and face them and challenge them to a fight. And yet there was something lacking in their battle strategy. For what we discover is that although they were challenged to fight, actually there was not one person who was prepared to do it. And the consequence was that every morning and every night they faced the taunting, they faced the scourge of Goliath. And I wonder, do we sometimes fall in to that same category? We find ourselves, and you may find yourself up against a giant of health issues, of worry, of fear, of anxiety. And every day they're there. And somehow there's just not enough courage in you to be able to face those fears. And certainly for Israel, they had the fear of a giant. I didn't look up to see what the fear would be, but they had this fear of a giant. Goliath would taunt them every day, and they weren't able to find the strength to be able to go and fight against him. In one of his books, Max Lucado raises a phrase which I would like to use as the sort of the basis of my thinking this morning. He says this: if you focus on giants, you'll stumble. If you focus on God, your giants will tumble. Okay? Focus on giants, you'll stumble. You focus on God, your giants will tumble.